not half bad, boy. But be fierce, dirty, strike at my balls.
Ivar, are you training the boy or tormenting him?
One will lead to the other in time.
Eivor, well met. You received my message, and just in time. Our negotiations with the Britons have not yet begun.
I will be at your side when they do. Is there anything I should know first?
The venerable King Rodri is here. I am to deal with him directly.
Rodri is desperate for peace, ever since we captured his sniveling brother Goriad. Sounds like a man coughing up snot. Goriad ap Mervin.
Rodri waits at the church nearby.
Who speaks for Shropshire in these talks?
The last Elderman was killed in battle. Bishop Dealav is standing in.
Until we get this wet whelp installed. That is his father's wish.
I find the idea of leading a shire on my own quite terrifying.
It is a grave thing to be Elderman in a time of war, Gelbert.
He will piss his pants, first thing, that's for certain.
As future Elderman, you should speak in the talks as well. But with humility. Rodri is a king, and will expect to be treated as one.
Rodri will want us to get down on our knees and sniff the rosy wind blowing from his ass. I know the man.
You've met him.
Met him, fought him. He gave me this nick here. Maybe I can give him one back. Remind him some call me King Killer.
It may be you should stay behind, Ivar. That is not a recipe for a good parley.
I'd like you both to be there. To guide me, to judge my fitness.
Give us your word, then. Your blade stays in its sheath.
Eivor, don't make me laugh. We both know what my word is worth. But sure, I will let you do the talking. Probably.
Excellent. Now, to the church, I think. Our guests await.
Captain Anir, explain to the good bishop our position.
Yes, my sovereign. Bishop Dearlav. We are deaf to offers of peace until Guriad is returned to us.
The king's brother
The king's brother is a moldering sack of cow dung.
You. I know your face, your stench. Ivar, the one they call Boneless. Did I not gift you that scar myself?
Ah, you did. And I mean to gift you a gash, you reeking piss pot in your fat fucking skull.
Hold, both of you. My lord, this is Jailbert, the future Elderman of this shire and the son of King Ceolwulf of Mercia.
This green stripling? Elderman? You can piss without help, boy.
Now, calm everyone. Good faith is all I ask.
You know my demands. Until my brother Gwiriad walks free, peace between us is impossible.
He is lucky he can walk at all. Fell on his own blade, fleeing from us.
I will soon help you fall on yours.
Husband, keep your head. It is in our interest to find a way to peace, all of us.
First, my brother.
First, your head on a pike. Then the runt goes free.
Husband, no!
Enough! This is a house of God. Let us take some few minutes to gather ourselves, shall we? Eivor, to me, I do not know you well, but Ceolbert believes you a steady head. We need such a one.
It may be too late. I see the crows of war gathering.
I have a hefty sum of silver. Speak to the people here. If the silver will help one bring us toward peace, offer it to them. Oh, my friend.
I asked around, as you suggested.
Have you come to a decision? To whom have you given this silver?
Lady Angharad will use the silver to bolster the royal treasury. That will reassure and calm Rodri.
Ah, a wise woman indeed.
Rodri, I see you mocking me. I challenge you. Single
Ivar,
combat
no.
now.
Boneless Ivar. Spineless, toothless, gutless. You cannot kill me! A dragon will be my death, as my seers have foretold.
And your brother. Does your destiny guard him?
Guriad!
By God Almighty, I'll...
Get him to safety. Go, quickly.
Kill the boneless one! Paint this chapel with his blood!
Ah, now that is Vikinger diplomacy! Show the fuckers who the real warriors are.
Ivar! You have scuppered the peace!
Do not be fooled by peace, boy. It is just an empty voice between axe blows.
Dear Lord, this is a massacre.
We have no choice now, but to fight our way out of this.
Ah, a good test for you, boy.
Lord, forgive us.
Stay close, Jailbert. You watch my back, and I will pull the knives from yours.
Dear Lord.
Stay here, where it's safest, Bishop.
You murdered Rodri's brother, you beast! Our one chance at peace is lost.
Peace with Rodri is as likely as you dying a virgin, Bishop. It won't happen. He is too canny, too vile.
You nearly got Jailbert killed. You boneless flap of leather.
Ah, the diplomat speaks what he really feels.
Fail us again, son of Ragnar. And I will send you back to Repton without your limbs. What's done is done. We must plan our next moves before the Britons regroup.
They will retreat to their great castle for certain. It's well nigh impregnable.
Then we starve them out. Attack their supplies. Watch them beg for death.
Dear God. More death, more war, endless refugees.
This is our only way forward, dear love. You know the territory best. How can we hurt them?
Well, for food and supplies, they stockpile cargo at Wenlacan Outpost, down south of Quatford. Rodri has another secret supply line. Ask among the refugees near the river, those who have fled from occupied villages.
Rodri's Britons will strike back long before we can.
Indeed. They will send Aenir and his soldiers. They train in Wesbury, west of the ruined tower.
You do not need me to hold your hand, Eivor. I will head to Wesbury, scout around.
I know your method of scouting. It always leads to swordplay.
I am as regular as Tidewater.
I shall go with you, if only to get an honest accounting of our situation.
I will meet you both at Westbury then, once I've done some damage. Until then...
One last thing. We'll need a field before our battle's done. Try to free any captives you find. They'll swell our ranks.
Friend or foe?
Friends, peace. I was told you might know where the Britons bring in their supplies.
Are we your friends, Dane?
I would have it so.
After years of blood and gore, looting and burning, forgive us if we don't trust a Dane.
In Rodri, we share a common enemy. My only wish is to destroy his supply line and bring him to the table, begging for a truce. Once we have peace, you and your kin will no longer walk this land in wretchedness.
What you say is good sense. Very well, Dane. Here's what I know. The Britons move their goods through Dustin Quarry. See that tower to the south? That's the Hillgate remnants. Further on, you'll find the stone quarry.
And thank you, Albert. Ivar, Gelbert.
Hey, Eivor. I was telling the Aetherling here that Thor is with us this day. Our victory is assured.
So, what is your plan?
That bastard Aenir commands this hamlet. So let us show these folks what happens when a village bows to the Britons. Smash it to kindling, burn it to ashes, and cut Aenir's tender throat. Right, my boy?
I hope to fight well, not cruelly. The cutting of throats I leave to you.
If we prevail here, Gelbert becomes Elderman.
First an Aetherling, soon an Elderman, one day the king. Oh, you are jumping rank, boy.
I hope to begin my tenure in peace, Ivar. Let us finish this here, once and for all.
Even talks like an elderman now. Oh, my blood runs hot. Let us rush in now and leave a trail of bloody kindling.
A stealthy approach might earn us more time.
Bah, I prefer sound and fury. But do as you must.
I want to go in quietly. No point bringing every armed Briton down on our heads.
Am I to stand here drooling like a village idiot waiting for your success?
Shelbert, listen to this old man's stories and wipe his drool for him.
I am not a patient man, Eivor. Put these dogs down quietly, or I may just join you the way I did in Leicester. Eivor! Did you see Ceolbert fight? He is all balls now!
I give thanks for victory, and ask penance for taking lives.
Ah, Ceolbert, your god bores me to death. Have a laugh! We won!
And I took no pleasure in it, Ivar.
Eivor and I were made for this, my boy. The song of swords, the blood mist, the bone crunch and baring of teeth.
Is this enough blood paid, Ivar? We've spilled enough to slake the thirst of Feminine.
Why stop there?
Ceolbert, I would know your mind on all this. Are you satisfied with our victory?
I believe I am. I'll need word from Rodri as soon as possible. What does he intend?
He will see the flames. He will know Espery has been destroyed.
The bleeding pus pit claims only a dragon can defeat him. We will soon put that to the test.
It is peace we want, Ivar, not revenge. If you cannot accept that, return to Repton now.
You do not know Rodri as I do, Eivor. You do not know what a slippery, lying shit he can be.
Enough talk of killing! I need a moment of calm.
You need mead.
No, Ivar. True calm. A walk in the woods to clear the air. Or fishing. Would you go fishing with me?
Fishing, huh? Looking for a warm puddle to dangle your worm in?
I saw a small pond nearby. Will you come?
We can all take a moment to allow our blood to cool.
That took longer than clearing this village.
We caught some eel for a feast. The bishop should be pleased.
The simple fellow comes now.
Ah, a strange way to celebrate victory. But then again, our Christ was a fisher of souls, was he not?
Bishop, greetings! We've the makings for a delicious soup.
I'm grateful, Ceolbert, but my heart is heavy. So many homes burnt. We'll be years rebuilding.
You should have seen Ceolbert fight. He will be an elderman with sack and guts, fearsome and raw.
I should rather be fair and just, but I take the compliment.
I have sent word to the Britons. I pray King Rodri will again be open to peace, in spite of his brother's murder.
It worked in our favor. Look where we landed. Britons begging for mercy like whiny pups.
We set the village ablaze, yes. But peace is not guaranteed. And it will take another sort of skill to win it. Restraint.
Our next steps are critical, my lords. And after what happened in Quatford, it is clear to me that Ivar should lay low.
Lay low? After all I have done here, you tell me to dunk my head?
The good bishop is right, Ivar. You have a warrior's heart, not a peacemaker's.
Fuck you, wolf-kissed. I know Rodri, and I know the kind of tricks he will pull. That is me warning you. If you hear me farting, that is my welcome to the bastard.
You bruised his pride, Eivor.
If you have some balm for it, by all means, share it.
His pride makes him difficult, and his anger makes him hasty. But he is not without honest feeling. I will hunt him a great boar, I think. And together we'll roast it over a fire and tell tales of war. That should please him.
Bishop, we must prepare for Rodri's arrival. Rally our men and set up a camp just here.
Peace or war will be decided, but not yet, not now. We must wait.
I loathe waiting.
It is all in God's hands. We can but pray and give thanks for this moment of rest.
The Britons have come!
The moment has ended.
This way, by the Great Oak!
Where is Ceolbert? He ought to be present for these talks as our future Elderman.
He went hunting. For wild boar, he said.
That was quite some time ago, no?
We cannot wait. We should settle the peace now.
Lady Angharad, greetings.
We come to speak of peace.
We are gladdened to hear it. But where is your great king?
He stays at the castle at my behest. I feared his presence would inflame the cutthroat Ivar.
We have confined our cutthroat to his tent.
Both of us fretting over our war-hungry companions. It seems we are of the same mind.
A surplus of caution never did any harm. I count this as a blessing.
Perhaps then at long last we can end this war. Our peoples have suffered enough.
And your proposal?
We shall withdraw all our soldiers to the time-honored border of our lands. We ask only that you give us some days to collect our furnishings and leave Causto Castle. In return, you pledge to end all hostilities as of this moment.
These terms are generous. We have a truce.
Truly.
Praise be, this is well and quickly done. God go with you and your king, Lady Angharad.
I salute you all. You waged a good war. Let us now wage a lasting peace. Eivor, at the outset of our conflict, you gave me a boon of silver to ease our way to peace. As we have come to peace by another path, I return your silver in form of a small gift. Please accept this.
It is fine craftsmanship, my lady. Thank you. I wish you well.
I stand bewildered, Eivor. In the blink of an eye, years of blood and sweat are put to an end.
You have walked a difficult road, Bishop.
Ceolbert must learn the good news. Will you tell him when you see him?
I'll find him now.
Hey, Eivor.
Have you seen Ceolbert?
My brother saw him last.
Drunk as a mackerel, isn't he?
Celebrating the peace. Got started early.
Wake up!
Huh?
Where is Ceolbert?
Bert?
Did none of you see Ceolbert?
Only him, Drenger. You will have to wait until he sleeps it off.
Does he often get this soaked?
By all the gods, he does. Twice a week. Once for 3 days, another for 4. Then twice on Sundays.
And when you need him to sober up, what do?
Keep this to yourself, but once or twice when I needed a quick word, I dumped him in a lake.
It's worth a try.
By Odin and Thor, it's freezing!
A nice nap?
That's a low thing to do to a man.
I am looking for Ceolbert.
The soft Saxon boy?
The next Elderman, yes.
Said he was going hunting to bring back a feast for Ivar and the rest.
I know he went hunting, but where?
Round the mouth of a cave nearby. Follow the stream up the mountain. South of here.
That's enough to go on. Thank you. Tears of Freya. Ceolbert, you live. Stay quiet. You're badly hurt. A dragon on the hilt. Guards the Briton crest. Keep breathing, boy. Oh, you haven't got long. I will take you back to say your goodbyes. Some help here! Ivar! Deolav!
by the hand of Thor.
Is that the Underling?
What has happened?
Eivor, what happened? No. No! You foolish boy, what did you do?
I found him deep in a cave, beset by wolves.
Ivar.
Easy, boy. Easy.
Ivar.
Get me an axe right fucking now!
Ivar. He's gone.
An axe!
His god will take him as he is, axe or not.
Go to your god, boy. And I will sing for you in Valhalla. This was no wolf. Tell me what happened.
We were fools. An Aetherling was entrusted to us in time of war. We did not protect him.
I taught him to protect himself!
Not well enough. This was stuck in his chest.
A Britain's dagger. Rodri! But why?
You murdered his brother. Did you think he would let that lie so easily?
I told you he was a trickster. Peace was never his goal. He takes blood for blood.
Bishop Deolav! Over here.
The walls of his fortress will not protect him. I will sheath this dagger into his lungs.
We must move fast then. Attack before Rodri can revel in his trick.
No mercy this time, Wolf-Kissed. You spared that wet turd Leofrith. We will not spare Rodri.
I swear.
Lord above, what's happened? Ceolbert!
Murdered.
May the Lord who frees you from sin save you and raise you up.
Sent the boy's body to his father. We'll want the Christian burial. Lady Angharad said Rodri is holed up in Kausto Castle. That may have been a lie or a tiny slip. Either way, we should find out.
There is a spot near the fortress to set up camp. We will scout it together.
A good plan. We go now.
Fine. And remember, leave Rodri to me. That sweat-sopped slug is just beyond those walls. May only be defeated by a dragon. My itching ass. He'll meet one all right.
Send a message to your men. We can build a camp here and lay plans for a surprise attack.
I am ready.
What in the name of Loki have you done?
Called in the dragon to help me slay Rodri. Now what say you, Wolf-Kissed? Are you ready for war?
Rally the men, Ivar. Let's have at it.
It is a good day to die.
The gate looks to be well defended.
My men are loading a cart with cauldrons of oil. We will blast right through that fucking gate. Rodri! Show yourself!
I am here, boneless Ragnarsson. How is it you come in force when our peace has been concluded?
Do not mock us, whoreson! You splattered blood on our peace with the butchery of young Ceolbert!
Speak what nonsense you please, Dane. If you mean war, our defenses are sure.
Gaze upon my face, King of Crow Food, and meet the dragon that will devour you!
I see a spent old man playing at serpents.
Enough talking, Ivar.
Bring the oil cart and set the fires! When I am done with Rodri, I will tear the fat from his shanks and use it to fry our bread.
Ivar the Boneless. Huh. You make a pitiful dragon.
Bastard kicked me in the liver. I need some fresh air. Yeah. I felled the rotting old oak.
He's not dead.
No. I have something else planned. Spectacle, remember?
He's nothing now but a sad sack of flesh. Kill him and be done with it.
Oh no. This will be good. I have something specific in mind. A place and a method. Come!
Not just now. I'll return when I'm ready.
So be it. We will be waiting. Right, Rodri, old friend? There you are. Let us take King Rodri to a spot he will find breathtaking.
All right. Let's get this over with.
Load this lump of lard onto your horse and we will go. Take care he stays alive. Haul him up there, to the top, and keep him breathing.
Finish this quickly, Ivar.
See here? A hungry blade. Now comes the dragon to feed on his favorite meal. The blood eagle.
Ivar, is this...
The birth of a blood eagle is a sight to behold, my friend. First, I slice the length of your spine.
That is a Norseman. The true essence of old heroes. The Blood Eagle has no true meaning for Ivar. He is doing it simply to take pleasure in suffering.
Now, I pull back the flesh.
The method will always outlive the meaning. Few in time will care why this man died. But the how, that is a song for the ages. The fog between good and evil grows thick over time. But glory never fades. There is nothing glorious here. Life is not pretty. It is a bloody fight.
Out come the lungs, and we spread them like wings. All of Mercia can see him now.
I have seen enough.
We are not finished, Eivor. This saga we have written together, It needs an ending. Here and now.
It is ended, Ivar. I'm done with this place.
A fight to the death. You and me. If I win, I am the greatest Vikinger who ever lived. If I lose, what a tale you have to tell.
You are battle-drunk, Ivar. Goodbye.
Poor Ceolbert. He barely said a word.
When?
I pushed that dragon dagger into his heart.
No.
Just a soft little squeal. Then, nothing.
You sick, cursed fuck-out!
The things a man must do. The trials one must face. The friends one must betray. To achieve one's destiny. And become King Killer. Forevermore.
Traitor! Ceolbert was...
Like a son to me! Yes! Yes! So fight me, Wolf-Kissed, to a glorious death! My long road ends. The Valkyries approach. My axe, Eivor. Hand me my weapon. Eivor! Give it here!
To Helheim with you.
Eivor!
Carry the body to Quatford. We'll say our goodbyes there. And send a message to Ubba. Tell him... his brother is dead.
Eivor, hello. Another dark day clouds our victory.
Bishop. Ubba.
Dead at the hands of a Briton. I cannot imagine the shame my brother felt in his final hour. Were it not for this peace...
I killed him.
You?
After peace was made, Ivar murdered Ceolbert and pinned the crime on Rodri to get another swing at him.
How do you come to know this?
He told me himself.
I am always one who desires the truth, Eivor. But this is a hard thing to hear. Did he die well?
Death at my hand was his final aim. He wanted the glory of a bloody end.
An end you did not deny him. With Ivar gone, peace and quiet are now possible. That is something. I will console myself for the thought that we will meet again in Valhalla. Axe in hand. For good or ill, he lived life by his own rules. What man can say better?
He lived his life at cross purposes. I often found him strange and his actions puzzling. But not all men are meant to be understood.
He needs a proper farewell. I will prepare a ship for his funeral pyre.
Bishop, send word to Lady Angharad. Say that her husband died by treachery, and that Ivar has paid the price for it.
As soon as I am able.
Have you heard from King Ceolwulf? I cannot imagine his grief.
He is felled by it. Still, he makes plans for this shire. I am to be Elderman here. Therefore, Shropshire declares herself your friend and ally, and will remain so for the length of my days.
I'm grateful, Bishop.
God go with you, Eivor, wherever you may lead.
brother. May your time in Valhalla be bright and glorious.
Roll-bringer of battle song. The boneless one sails into a singing glory on flaming water steeds.
Wind across the water. The battle maidens beat their wings to carry a king to Odin's Hall of Corpses.